There are things we cannot choose, like age, illness, or time, but we can choose how we live, day by day, meal by meal, step by step. Don't wait until you're in a wheelchair to suddenly remember the feeling of walking under the morning sun. Don't wait until you need a cane to regret not making the effort to walk every day. Don't wait until you can't stand up to crave a nutritious breakfast. Some things, when we have them, we take for granted. Only when they're gone do we realize they were freedom. Mrs. Linda, 76 years old, was making tea in the kitchen when she lost her footing and fell. It was just a small stumble, but she couldn't get up. Not much pain, but she couldn't get up. And from that moment, her life turned to a different page. Her son had to drop everything at work to come home, lift his mother from the kitchen floor to a chair, then call an ambulance. Her left leg was broken, requiring a cast for 6 weeks. But what broke her spirit most wasn't the leg. It was the look in her son's eyes as he helped her up, a mix of worry and helplessness. From that day on, she no longer dared to go to the market alone. Stairs became a fear. A bedside commode had to be placed in her bedroom. And when I asked what she feared most about growing old, she answered slowly, "Having legs, but not being able to walk on my own, is no different from losing freedom." Have you ever thought about that? That you might live a long life, but be confined to one spot? That you might still be sharp-minded, but need someone to push your wheelchair just to go out to the garden? That's not old age. That's a prison. And the key to freedom, it turns out, lies right beneath your feet. Many people think weak legs are an inevitable part of aging. But that's not true. Legs don't weaken because of age. They weaken because, day by day, muscle, bone, and balance slip away. These things don't vanish overnight. They leak silently, like sand slipping through your fingers. Have you noticed? You walk less and less. You take a car to the market, use a vacuum for cleaning. Climbing stairs leaves you breathless. A short walk makes you tired. And then your legs start sending signals, but they're often ignored. When your body lacks protein, your calves begin to waste away. When it's short on calcium and vitamin D, bones turn brittle and prone to breaking. When you stop moving, your brain forgets how to balance. Then, a trip over a rug, a slip in the bathroom, and it's a broken bone months in bed. It's during that time lying there that your legs weaken faster than ever. Muscle fades daily. Every attempt to stand is a trembling struggle, and once balance is lost, every movement becomes a risk, even just stepping from bed to sofa. That's why they say old age doesn't take your legs. It's the quiet choices you make every day, from nutrient-poor meals to sitting too long. But the good news? If your legs weaken bit by bit, you can still rebuild them if you nourish them right. Not with supplements or expensive superfoods, but with the simple things you put on your plate each day. There are 4 key nutrients to keep your legs strong past 70. Protein, calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. First is protein, the builder that restores lost muscle. After 60, your body doesn't absorb protein as well as it once did. If you skimp on it, your calves shrink without you even noticing. Eggs, beans, milk, fish, chicken, all are precious protein sources. Eating enough protein at every meal is like telling your body, "I still need these legs to be strong." Next is calcium, the main material for maintaining bone density. Older adults need about 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily, but most get only half that. Without enough, bones hollow out, becoming fragile like glass. Milk, calcium-fortified almond milk, kale, sardines, these should be regulars at your table. But calcium can't reach your bones without a guide. That guide is vitamin D. Many older adults in the US lack vitamin D because they rarely get sunlight or their skin no longer synthesizes it well. Without D, even milk or fish won't do much for your bones. You can get it from egg yolks, salmon, mushrooms, or supplements if needed. Check your D levels if your legs feel weak or you get cramps. Finally, magnesium, the often overlooked mineral that acts as a coordinator for nerves, muscles, and bones. Without magnesium, your legs tire easily, ache at night, and lose balance. Pumpkin seeds, black beans, greens, bananas, these are great magnesium sources. Many older folks say, "I eat normally, but my legs still hurt." The reason might be a small deficiency like magnesium, not just age. So, how to eat each day to keep your legs strong? You don't need to eat a lot, just enough and right. Older adults often lose their appetite, chew poorly, or digest less efficiently. So without careful planning, they might only get half the nutrients their legs need each day. The secret is to spread nutrients across small meals rather than piling them into one big one. And most importantly, never skip breakfast. Breakfast is when your body is hungry and your muscles absorb protein best. If you just have coffee with white bread, you've missed the chance to repair your muscles for the whole day. Instead, try 1 egg, half a cup of milk, a slice of whole grain bread, and a handful of nuts. It's light, energy-packed, nutrient-rich, and easy to digest. Lunch could be a portion of salmon or chicken paired with leafy greens and a bit of brown rice. Don't forget a glass of skim milk if you're not allergic. It's an easier calcium source than you might think. For vegetarians, tofu, lentils, or calcium-fortified almond milk work well. The key is not to eat just to get by. Eat like you're giving your legs a chance to revive. Dinner is when you should watch white carbs and salt, but still get enough protein and magnesium to prevent nighttime cramps. A bowl of chicken veggie soup or oatmeal cooked with walnuts and milk. Warm, comforting, and restorative after a long day. If your legs ache at night, add a ripe banana to a snack. It's rich in magnesium and potassium. Whether you live alone or have someone caring for you, build this habit. Eat to keep walking, not just to feel full. Every meal is a brick laid beneath your feet. Eat right today and your legs will stand strong next year. And when others ask why you're still spry at 80, you can smile and say, "I knew how to care for and nourish my legs." Here's something rarely said aloud. Many older adults are still sharp, know who they are, remember their grandkids, but can't walk to the bathroom on their own. They're not confused or unconscious. They simply don't have the strength to stand. And from that moment, the wheelchair arrives uninvited. When your mind is still bright but your body won't obey, the pain isn't physical, it's in your dignity. Needing to call someone every time you move, waiting for your kids to change your diaper, watching yourself, once the family caretaker, now sitting still, waiting to be pushed. Can you imagine that helplessness? When your legs no longer feel like yours, every daily task becomes a burden on others. And no matter how much your family loves you, deep down, the elderly often wonder, am I troubling my children too much? But what breaks my heart most is this. Most of these cases could have been avoided with early care for their legs. If every meal had been tended to, if 10 years ago breakfast wasn't skipped, if 5 years ago they'd walked a few more steps. If you start today, there's still hope for tomorrow. Many think illness comes from food, medicine, or weather, but sometimes it starts with the words we casually say to ourselves, repeated day after day. Over time, those words quietly pull us away from our own legs. The first is, "I'll eat less. I'm old, why eat a lot?" It sounds humble, modest, but it's really stripping your body of its chance to heal. After 65, every protein-short meal is a muscle loss, and when muscle goes, balance follows. That's why so many frail people break bones even without a serious fall. The second is, "My legs hurt, so I'll rest. Walking just tires me out." It sounds reasonable, but without movement, blood doesn't flow, joints stiffen, muscles weaken. Legs need soothing, yes, but they also need to hear, "I still need you." Sitting too long doesn't heal them. It lets them be forgotten, and forgotten legs fade faster than you'd think. The third is, "I'm old. I'll live as long as I can." This is the saddest, because it surrenders not just the legs but the spirit. People often age fast not because their body fails, but because their heart stops wanting to live boldly. But don't you know, every extra day is a gift, and that gift deserves to be lived fully with steady legs, far-seeing eyes, and a grateful heart. And here are 3 small things you can do today to keep your legs strong. No big changes needed, no gym, no elaborate meals. Just start with 3 small but right steps to help your legs recover and grow strong again. These aren't just simple, they'll make you feel proactive, in control, and hopeful. First, add 1 protein to breakfast. Just 1 boiled egg, half a cup of milk, some boiled beans, or a spoonful of nuts in your oatmeal. You've given your body a precious resource to preserve muscle. If you usually have white bread and coffee, switch it up. Don't let breakfast pass meaninglessly. Make it a daily leg recovery dose. Second, stand up and move a few minutes every hour. If you sit watching TV, reading, or sewing for hours, set a gentle alarm. Every hour, stand and walk 3-5 minutes. No need to go far, just stand, stretch, pace the room. It keeps blood flowing, joints loose, and muscles from freezing. It's how you tell your body, I'm still alive and I still want to walk. Third, cherish your legs like you once cherished your kids. Massage them each night before bed. Soak them in warm herbal salt water. Look down and say, thank you. Your legs have carried you through life. Don't just care for them when they hurt, love them daily, because they're the last thing keeping you free. Someone once said, old age took my legs. But in truth, it's the daily neglect that quietly lets them slip away. Your body doesn't betray you. It's waiting to be cared for. Your legs have never abandoned you. They're just weakening from being forgotten too long. And if you start loving them again today, they'll come back to you. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, believe that you still have the right to stand tall, the right to go to the market alone, tend your garden, step into the bathroom without help. Don't let dependence define your final years. Let every step be a declaration, I'm still alive and I live the way I choose. If you're listening this far, it means you truly care about yourself or someone dear to you who's growing older. And that's worth more than any medicine. If you're the older person hearing this, believe you deserve to live actively, independently, and free. Don't let old age become the end of your freedom. Let it be the phase where you live slower, deeper, and stronger than ever. If what I've shared today feels helpful, please leave a comment with the number 1. This channel exists because of people like you, those who want to live healthy, free, and not burden their children. And I'll keep sharing as long as you're willing to listen. I know some will hear this, nod, and leave it there. Others will quietly stand up, boil an egg, add milk to their oatmeal, and start again with their legs. Whoever you are, I hope today is the day you choose to live differently. Not because anyone forced you, but because you deserve it. Are you eating breakfast right to preserve muscle after 60? Or, like so many older adults, are you just having coffee with a slice of bread? In the next video, I'll share a breakfast that reverses muscle loss in the first 3 days, backed by studies from Harvard and Mayo Clinic. If you're interested, subscribe to join us, because the journey to living well is still long, and I'll be with you every step of the way.